So, Adrian, I'm going to make a key lime pie. It's actually raw. There's no cooking involved in all of this. And actually, what's quite interesting is that your filling is actually going to be the base. It's almost exactly the same. So, I've got 3/4 of a cup of hazelnut. I'm going to put straight into my food processor. So you can have the extras. Yep. I've got some walnuts as well, so pop those into it.
Nice.
And then I've got a little bit of almond meal.
Nice. Not quite the same.
Not quite the same, no. And then I've got some dates as well. So dates are sort of that sweet, sticky component that's there.
Yep.
And then I'm going to use some virgin coconut oil instead of pretty much like the honey, because the honey was kind of helped to sort of stick it all together.
Gives it that tropical flavour.
It does, exactly. And then I'm going to pop my food processor on. I need to blend it to that sort of sticky consistency, because like I said, that's going to be the base for the key lime pie. So the good thing about something like this is, because I've made quite a lot, it's like any dough. Because the high fat content or the lipid content contained within the dough, you can actually freeze it quite well. Yeah. So often what I do is I use what I need and then I put the rest of it in an airtight container and I pop it in the freezer.
You could use it as a base for cheesecake, Zoe.
Absolutely, it's a great cheesecake base. Adrian, you just wipe the bowl a little bit because I want to make the filling. So the filling's really interesting. I've got some avocados there. Thank you. Oops. So I've got 2 avocados. I've got 2 limes. Obviously, we need the limes juiced and zested. I've got some maple syrup, and I've also got a little bit of vanilla and some coconut oil. So it's really quite simple ingredients. Adrian, what I'll get you to do is I'll get you to start zesting the limes for me, and you can and juicing the lime as well. Okay. Just save a little bit of the lime because I like to sort of sprinkle a little bit decoratively on top. And the avocados. Beautiful quality avocados. I mean, their consistency is so lovely and creamy, but also they're a fabulous source of monounsaturated fats as well. So I'll get you to open those for me. Yep. And then I'm going to add for the sweetness the maple syrup. So the maple syrup's a nice sweetness I find to use. It's got quite a caramel sort of flavour. It's got a sort of a lower GI than something obviously like sugar. It's massively different. But I also find that it just works. It works really well in a recipe like this. A little bit of vanilla essence. And then you also need to have a little bit of the virgin coconut oil, which I've already gone ahead and melted, so you might be a bit confused because it is solid at room temperature. I just give it a little bit of a melt and pop it back into the container.
Whack it in the microwave, give it a ding, yeah?
I actually don't have a microwave at home. Oh. So I'll put my avocado...
You're missing out. Let me tell you, it's the best thing to cook. Leftovers, you whack it in there for a minute or so.
Yeah, I'm amazed you have leftovers in your household.
Once or twice, there's leftovers.
Now, Adrian, I'll see behind you, I've got some glass jars and I've got a little bit of a wooden stick there. The reason I've got the wooden stick is I'm going to sort of push that down, push all the ingredients down. So I'll get you to pop that in front as well.
There we go. And a wooden stick, I do like this. It's a naughty boy stick. There we go. And then I've had a few of these broken over my bum before.
I don't, that doesn't surprise me in the slides. And then I need the juice of the limes as well, so we'll juice that into it. Pop all this stuff out of the way. The zest and the lime, that creaminess of the avocado. This is a really, really simple dessert. And it's the kind of dessert also that you could make in advance because everything sits really well.
Nice.
Beautiful. And then I want to blend this to a smooth consistency. Fantastic, thank you. It's like a sweet guacamole.
I like that. Sweet guacamole, that's a good one.
And you would like a sweet guacamole.
I do like guacamole.
All right, so just take a little bit of extra biscuits or ingredients off the spatula and just pop this into your bowl, ready to go.
Nice.
Okay.
It looks good. It looks nice and creamy and smooth, and I have a little taste of it.
What do you think?
Sweet avocado, it's a weird sensation, avocado sweet, but it's actually very, very nice. The avocado, I think the lime's really gone in there, the maple syrup, so it's not quite as strong.
Now, what I'll get you to do, the reason why I put it into the bowl first rather than the piping dish, I find it's just a little bit easier to sort of manoeuvre.
Yeah, to work from a bowl rather than a container.
Yeah, 100%. And then with a friend, it always helps. There you go. Just get them to put the ingredients all the way into the piping bag because I like to serve these in little individual glasses. But look, it's really up to the individual. You could do this as one pie, which is fantastic. Okay. There we go. All right, so this is all about the organisation. So, Adrian, what we'll do is we're going to put some of the base in the bottom. Yep. And then we're going to pipe some of this avocado. I'm just going to leave it
with my fingers. I'll pop it in the bottom?
Yeah, sure. No problem.
There we go.
And then I'm just going to pat it all down with my little naughty boy stick.
Pack it down. There we go.
Keep you in line that way. All right, so just pack it down.
You'd need a bigger stick than that, Zoe.
All right, now, I'll get you just to help. So, Hold it up, don't hold it down when you cut the tip off. And often there's that little bit of air there to begin with, so just push all the ingredients up to the top of the piping bag.
There we go.
And then just pipe it on in. It's a great colour.
This is the tricky part. You've got to try and make sure you get an even amount.
Yes, that's true.
There we go, it comes out beautifully. And using a piping bag stops it from making a mess all down the sides, which usually happens when I do it with a spoon.
Yeah.
Get stuff everywhere. There we go.
A little bit more on this one. They look about even.
They look great to me. Give them a little bit of a tap.
Thank you. Fantastic. Perfect. And just with a little bit of that extra lime zest, I'll just get you to sprinkle that on top. There we go.
Oh, there it is on the knife.
There it is on the knife. Remember, really important to make it look beautiful. So ideally you can set this in the fridge for a couple of hours, but Adrian, I want you to eat this dessert and tell me what you think.
It's dessert, you got to tuck straight into it. I'll grab one of these. It is, it's actually quite set just like that. I mean, you could put it in the fridge if you want, but that's got a really good moussey consistency.
Oh, that is amazing, and I just want to dig in and get that base as well.
And you know what? It's even sweeter than my dessert. I think it's the lime juice that's made it really sweet.
That is fantastic.
You know what, Zoe? We've proved today that it's easy to make a dessert when you take out some of those ingredients that people are intolerant, the dairy, the sugar. Oh, I reckon this is delicious.
And you heard that from Adrian.